live. Look at that. Woo! First of all, we got to start this off by letting you guys know it is very warm in my room right now. It's starting to finally cool off. It gets very, very hot in my house very quickly. About like 3 p.m. to like 6 or 7 p.m. is like hot spot, and it gets my house very warm. Whew, it's fucking rough, but it's cooled off a little bit, so that's nice. What's up, everybody? I know it's a little late, but we got done with Tuesday night's main event. I was going to be streaming a little bit earlier, but I wanted to get one episode of the Acolyte done first. I wanted to just get one episode done first to talk about it, hear you guys' thoughts, and just, you know, if anybody has seen it, get you guys' thoughts, get you guys' feelings on it. Let's talk to the chat real quick, though. Let me talk to you. Damon Knox over on YouTube says, yes! 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 Joe, C818 Pureblood with a channel membership already. Joe, I appreciate you. Listen, I hope your son is recovering well. You have my prayers. He has my prayers. You have my prayers. Okay? Just know that. All right, man? I appreciate you. You never, ever have to donate, anything like that. You've been here since the beginning. Very much appreciate you, but I'm hoping the best for you, man. Vice, you gotta help me pronounce that. I think it's Vice. Says yee, what's going on? Welcome in. If I'm saying that wrong, tell me. Tweet Tone says, Mike, I'm about to watch Acolyte, but I think I'll watch the stream first. I'm checked out of Disney Star Wars, but I'll watch it as a comedy now. That's the best way to watch it. Vice for $10.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's party! Let's go!
Says nothing. He just dropped it, just threw it at me and walked out the room. Thank you so much, Vice. I appreciate you. Dirty Jersey says, Epic Mike. What's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Canman says, this is where all the cool kids hang out after TMNE. Yes. Next time, I'll probably go live sooner because I won't have an episode of the Acolyte to watch. Mr. Rockman says, greetings. Hail, Epic Mike, and welcome, chat, to the cooldown. Rest in peace, Bad Wolf says, hello, brother. What's going on? Welcome in. Unsubbed, neither longer intro. Oh no, that's wild. Dragon Lord says, it's Meek. It's me. What's going on, Dragon Lord? Sandro Franca says, starting Pride Month with some space lesbians, I see. Yeah. What's going on? My tongue is red. Yeah, from eating Flamin' Hot Cheetos while I was watching. Dude saying the rough nights are melting. Yeah, it's warm. Arkasul says, yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Arkasul? Welcome in. Dirty Jersey says, fire in space. Yeah, it's true. Rough Night says, it's so hot, bro, like the surface of the sun. What the fuck? Yeah, it got hot fast. Lost Brave Sam says, why watch it? Do you hate yourself? That shit is garbage. I do hate myself. It's good content to grift on. It's like this. I'm going to explain it this way. 1 second. I got to send a message real quick. Let me explain it to you this way. There's shitty content where you go like, why would I watch this? This is garbage. A lot of content, a lot of YouTube, or I mean, not a lot of YouTube, a lot of Star Wars stuff has been really shitty content. Then there's content where you go, hey, this is so bad. This is such shit that I kind of want to watch it because I want to watch the carnage. I want to watch the carnage. I want to watch the fire. I want to watch the implosion happen. This is that. Okay? This is that. This is the I want to watch the explosion happen. I want to watch this shit go down. That's what's happening with the Acolyte. It's worse than you could think. Turk Ferguson says, C3PO is my favorite lesbian. I respect it. He says, it's cooking where I'm at. It was 90 degrees at 9 p.m. Damn. Well, here it only got up to like 80 something, but it's very humid. and that makes it heat up really bad. So Grego says, I didn't have a late night stream scheduled tonight. This is a W. Well, there you go. Welcome in. It's not going to be a super long stream, but we're going to do one for at least an hour and a half or so, I think. Just talking, hanging out, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Veritas Eterna says, Disney are P-Does. Just your daily reminder. Yeah. PDF files. Heisman says, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, Heisman? Welcome in. Stone Cold's beer cooler. Give me a hell yeah. Says, I love when the Jedi are interrogating Good Twin. They just take it at face value and not, I don't know, read her mind and search her feelings for, or use any other Jedi mind trick on her, right? Vice says, safe, thanks for the light stream. Yes, absolutely. Vice. Is it Vice or is it Vise? I want to know how to pronounce your name right. Help me out. Justin Martins gifted a level 1 membership. There's only level 1 membership, but he gifted 1 membership to Dirty Jersey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Justin Martins. I appreciate you. Joe C81 Pure Blood says, thank you, Mike, for the warm words about my son's condition. He pulled through the surgery, but wasn't able to walk for a couple of weeks. Thanks again, bro. Cheers. Well, I hope that the recovery goes well for him. I hope that he works hard, is able to work hard. I don't mean that like he's not going to, but I hope he's able to work hard. I hope he's able to get the help that he needs to be able to get back on his feet again. Physically, emotionally, all of it. Heisman says, Epic Mike doing live tonight, my man. We are, bro. Companies are PDF files. Every dollar spent goes to abject evil. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of evidence to say otherwise. Dirty Jersey says, I don't have Disney Plus anymore, but saw Nina and Gary's tweet on the fire in space scene. Holy fuck, make it stop, please. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second here. Thanatos144 says, are you drinking water from Flint? If so, that explains watching that. No water from Flint, but it probably has a lot of fluoride in it. I also want to stream now. I'm going to stream tomorrow night. I think we're going to try to finish out Metal Gear Solid, but tomorrow I have a lot of meetings during the day, and I know I'm going to be wiped the fuck out. So I'm just trying to get in a stream now. I don't like going more than like 2 days without streaming here. If it was up to me, I'd be streaming every single day, multiple times, or if not, like one big long stream. So Meek's just looking for a good show to watch with the 90 children. Yeah, we're just trying to find something. It'll be free online soon. Pirate Kang time. Listen, if you got to sail the 7 seas to do what you got to do, you got to do that. Shaka Zulu 12 says, hey, Mike, what's going on, Shaka Zulu? Emily Kruger says, hi, Mike. Hello, Emily. Welcome in. Andrew Worden says, sup, Mike? What's up, Andrew? Doing an Acolyte review. We are VIs. Vice. Vice. That's what we're gonna do. Lord Both says after dark, Mike after midnight. I thought about labeling it like that, but I'm gonna call it the Tuesday night cool down on Tuesday night. Otherwise, it'll be like late night with Epic Meek, or late at night, or late night with Epic Meek, something like that. You know, we're gonna keep working it. You know, yeah. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, man, the internet is kind of a buzz with this Acolyte show, which good for you, Disney. Here's the thing. How we're going to monetize it, I don't think people are buying Disney Plus to watch this show. I don't think they are. So good for them for having a bunch of extra time and stuff like that, but I don't know how they're going to monetize it. I don't know. You know, they're going to say, oh, my God, look at the numbers. Good for you in your numbers. But is that translating to money? Because if it's not, it doesn't matter. Unless the numbers and being able to, I had a thought today, like Vice. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, his name. Okay. Rough Knight says, Epic Mike, if we're doing daily reminders, there's something I forgot what it is. Something about the Acolyte showrunner looking familiar. Like she looks like somebody, but I don't remember who. It's wild. Dr. Frost is perfect time for a stream in Australia. Hell yeah, because in Australia it's what, 1 p.m.? Yeah, I think in Australia it's like 1 p.m. Well, depending, I know it's different time zones, but it's around, like, it's your afternoon, like early afternoon. 30 Jersey says, Disney Star Wars these days is like watching a gal you love get a train run on her in the PJs. I can't with Disney Plus anymore. That's wild shit, bro. Bassinger? Bassinger? Vise, like an advisor. Gotcha. Groomer Wars. Oh man, I quit Disney Plus over a year ago. Yeah, I know a lot of people that did. Just finished up episode 1 and 2 of The Acolyte. That was dog shit. Yeah, I just watched episode 1 because I wanted to get to the stream, so I'll probably finish episode 2 at some point. 3 p.m. here for Dr. Fro. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I can't stand Disney Star Wars anymore. Yeah, Disney literally trying to run the producer's scam with The Acolyte, right? So I have my thought. I still caught on that cookie thing for Tuesday main event. My stomach still hurt.
We would be honored
Bro,
if you would join us.
Pale Horse Hitchhiker. Thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. Yeah, the Beardo poop cookie thing is wild shit. Like literally wild. I just don't know what to think, bro. That's some crazy stuff. What's up, Toomey? Welcome in. You neither love women or understand them. You can't have both. People have no morals and are subjectivist. Most women want the train and most men want to be the train. I'm good. Demonic. Hey. You gotta pick your spot. You gotta pick your spot in life. I'm at work using this as a background noise. Well, thank you, Thanatos. I appreciate it. I'll try to go for, like I said, at least an hour and a half or so. Or hour at the minimum, but somewhere in between an hour and 2 hours. Somewhere between an hour and 2 hours. Doing this a lot with my hands. I watched The Acolyte. It wasn't good. It was not good. It was very bad. It's a bad show. You question a lot of things. Listen, there's a lot of shows, a lot of Star Wars out there, a lot of good Star Wars, a lot of bad Star Wars. Some Star Wars is in between. Maybe you liked Rogue One, maybe you didn't, but it's kind of in between. Maybe you liked The Mandalorian, maybe you didn't. Return of the Jedi, it's good, but the Ewoks, they're kind of bad. Some people like the Ewoks, I know. Some people tell me, they said, I like the Ewoks. Listen, I like them. Okay, I like C-3PO. Some people say they don't. I don't know. I don't particularly like the Ewoks. They're like teddy bears. I don't like teddy bears. I don't like teddy bears killing stormtroopers. But, you know, here we are. But I watched The Acolyte, and The Acolyte's not good. It's a bad show. It's not good at all. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure. Let me finish catching up with the chat, and then we'll start breaking it down. Let me talk to you. Oh yeah, she looks like that one producer dude. You know, the one who produced Reservoir Dogs? What was his name? Wine something? Bro, rough night. You're just poking the bear. Cameraman says, Beardo explained the poop cookie things to me once. It was still crazy dumb. Bro, it is fucking wild. Oh shit, I got stuff in my hair. Dude, the poop cookie thing is crazy. Super Base for $5. Thank you, Super Base. The West failed at female superheroes, and My Hero produced more quality in 2 episodes this season than the West has in a decade. Hail Stars and Stripes. Yeah, Star and Stripes is legit. For people that don't know, without spoiling anything specific, Stars and Stripes, or Star and Stripe, she's a superhero in the My Hero Academia universe. I'm gonna show you a picture of her. Who shows up? She has a very, very, very unique power set. Star and Stripe, forgive me. She has a very, very, very unique power set, but she's cool as fuck, and also she is, in my opinion, a very well done female superhero. It's like, this is how, if you're gonna do female superheroes, this is how you do them. Let me pull up a picture of her real quick. Love. There we go. So yeah, this is Star and Stripe. Or Star and Stripe. This is what she looks like. She was inspired by All Might. You could tell she worked out really hard, but she's still got a female figure, things like that. But she's very strong, and they explain where she got her powers from and how she got to where she got to. She's got a really interesting quirk. And not once does she have to tell any men around her that they suck. In fact, she has a troop of men that she works with that are the U.S. military that support her and have her back and help her get where she needs to go and protects her from things, you know, the best of their ability. It's wild. It's wild to see that stuff. So, yeah, Super Base, you're absolutely right. Veritas Eterna says Beardo and Tardo are actually one and the same. That's his Batman persona. Oh no, the Tardo Knight rises. Dirty Jersey says, cool, wanted to write up another scene tonight. Home stretch of my book, dude. Hell fucking yeah. I respect the hell out of that, bro. Keep going. Don't stop no matter what. If you're an artist, I want to recommend a book to you guys real quick. If you haven't, I'm sure a lot of you have read it. But if you're an artist, if you're a creative of any kind, let me find it here. I've talked about this on stream before. It's a very, very, very good book. It's $10.99 over on Amazon. You can go pick it up. There's a Kindle version for $10. It is called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. I'm going to show it to you. Let me see. I actually might have my copy right. Yep, there it is. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. It's a really, really, really good book. It's really good for creatives. I'll read the back of it for you because I just think the back of it's kind of cool. Stephen Pressfield, he wrote The Legend of Bagger Vance. He wrote, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me go down his list of things that he's written. He also has written a couple of different books, but he wrote The Legend of Bagger Vance. That was his 1995 novel. That might have been the only novel he wrote. But then he wrote The War of Art, Legend of Bagger Vance. Then he wrote Gates of Fire, okay, which is about the Battle of Thermopylae. It's actually taught, that book, Gates of Fire, is taught at the U.S. Military Academy, Naval Academy, and the Marine Corps Basic School at Quantico. That's really cool. Oh, he's written a lot. Okay, here we go. Let's go down his list. Legend of Bagger Vance, Gates of Fire, Tides of War, Last of the Amazons, Virtue of War, The Afghan Campaign, Killing Rommel, The Profession, 36 Righteous Men, and A Man at Arms. Those are all books that he's written that are fiction. Then he wrote The War of Art, Do the Work, The Warrior Ethos, excuse me, as nonfiction. Anyways, if you have not checked out this book is really fucking good. I'm going to read the back of it to you. Creative work is a gift to the world and every being in it. Don't cheat us of your contribution. Give us what you've got. Do you dream about writing the great American novel? Regret not finishing your paintings, poems, or screenplays? Want to start a business or a charity? Wish you could start dieting or exercising today? Hope to run a marathon someday? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need The War of Art. This powerful, straight-from-the-hip examination of the internal obstacles to success, best-selling author Stephen Pressfield shows readers how to identify, defeat, and unlock the inner barriers to creativity. The War of Art is an inspirational, funny, well-aimed kick in the pants, guaranteed to galvanize every would-be artist, visionary, and entrepreneur. I thought, you know what, when I read that, I was like, okay, like, really, how big of a deal can this book be? Here's the thing, I probably need to read it again, honestly. What he does in the book is Stephen breaks down, he gives a name to the dragon that a lot of creatives face that prevent them from finishing their work. And the thing is, if you can name it, if you can give it stats, you can kill it, okay? And that's kind of what he does. He gives stats to this dragon that we all face as creatives. He calls it resistance, but it sounds way more, I don't know, it sounds simple, and it is simple, but it's the way he breaks it all down in his book that make it really good, that make it really impressive. That's what I appreciate about the book. I was surprised by it. I was kind of shocked by it, and also very, very, very deeply convicted by it. So I tell you right now, go out and buy that book. It's worth your time. If you have a friend that has a copy, borrow a copy of them. If you don't have the money to buy it, go check that book out. The War of Art. It's a very good book. It will absolutely 1,000% help you. Even if it gives you a 1% boost in the right direction, it is a big help. So let me catch up with the chat. Lord Botha says, late night lift session for me. Probably going to make a video after, then watch Acolyte tomorrow to put out a review. Pray for me. I'm praying for you, Lord Botha. I got you, bro. Krista says, hi, Meek. Hello, Krista. Welcome in. Canman says, Beardo has lived long enough to go full Tardo. You never go full Tardo. Star Wars good until it got all muppety with the Ewoks. Yeah. Danky says, face red, droopy eyes. Are you sleepy, Danky? Dirty Jersey said, I'm a Star Wars Extended Universe guy and a Trek nerd. I've been checked out of Disney Star Wars since they hired JJ. I saw what was coming. I mean, I feel you. JJ definitely fucked up Star Trek. Here's the thing. I liked his first Star Trek movie. Is it great Star Trek? No, it's decent Star Trek. It was an interesting retooling of the original story, of the original characters. I think it's excellently cast. It's better than the sum of its parts. Second one, not so much. You know something, Epic Mike? Why watch Battlestar Galactica? At some point, I probably will watch Battlestar Galactica. It's just too many. I got too many things on my list, man. RD Hernandez says, beep. What's going on, RD Hernandez? I appreciate you being in here. Dirty Jersey gifted 1 membership to Shaka Zulu. You guys keep this up. I'm gonna have to get a chicken. I'm gonna have to get some chicken grease in my soul. Feel like a dead cat was on me. Felt like a dead cat was on me. Damn, bro. Oh, if I had that much hair, Mike, I just shaved my head a day ago. So much. I would die if I had that much hair on me. I just shaved my head a day ago. So much better. Felt like a dead cat was on me. I don't notice it until I cut it off. When I shave it off, that's when I notice. Oh man, well I appreciate the dirty jersey. Thank you. You called shows are written by fat pigs, dogs, disgusting animals. Only those who write for Disney, Star Wars. Damn, bro. Complete opposite of Beardo with those legs. Damn, bro. But is she gay? That's what matters. Yeah, well, I don't know yet. That's a good question. Finally, some good content. I mean, ripping into Dr. Wishrespect is fun and all, but it's way too easy. It's low-hanging fruit at this point, but it's good. Acolyte look cheap as fuck, says Danky. Yeah, it actually does look cheap. The costumes look cheap. The sets are obviously green screen. And they did this weird thing, and I know they did this on purpose. They intentionally walked back the technology and made it look a little more retro than what we have. And I know why they did this. It's because they think that Star Wars, in the Star Wars universe, that the past means things are less technologically forward than they are in like the movies and stuff. They go, well, we have to walk that back. They can't be as technologically sound or as technologically savvy, so the droids and stuff look a little bit more rough and stuff, not realizing that that's not how Star Wars works. That's not how Star Wars progresses. That 2, 3, 4, 500 years in the Star Wars universe doesn't make massive innovations within technology. That's not how Star Wars has ever worked. But they obviously don't really understand Star Wars. So, Dirty Jersey says, have you seen the indie comic Rich? Amazing art. I have not. Yep, never giving up. Art is never finished. Only abandoned. Hell fucking yeah. What's going on, Mr. T94? Welcome in over on Kick. Appreciate you being here. Cam says Star and Stripe didn't just not put down the men around her. She knew she was nothing without them too and protected them like they were the most important people to her. Best written female recently. She's very well written. Very, very, very well written. Another really good one, if you want to read or watch a really good show, it's a little rougher on the edges as far as like there's nudity. There's a lot of penises and asses and stuff like that. There's definitely sex and stuff in it, but Blue Eyed Samurai is fucking excellent. Very well written female character in that show. Very, very, very well written female character in that show. Heistman, Rough Night says, Heistman, yeah, things are good, except Kristen never says hi back. She's mad at me. She doesn't like the way I point out how lame Benology acts. Shake my head. That's sad. The War of Art sounds like you might talk about aesthetic terrorism. No, bro. Nice, we'll pick it up. It is absolutely worth it. Hi, Krista. Plato talked about controlling art and the elites now. If you control and degenerate art and make everything ugly, it promotes depopulation. I mean, you're not totally wrong. It doesn't inspire people. Makes people feel uninspired. Yeah, and that's definitely the goal. Everybody's saying hi to each other in the chat. I fucking love that. Rommel is the Desert Fox. It's his nickname. I don't know anything about that guy, but that is a really badass nickname. Mike, you kind of look like Einstein. Yeah, I'm really fucking smart or something. Am I buffering? Was I buffering? Oh, the buffering was on your end. Okay, got me worried. What's up, Vex Fears? Hi, welcome in. Jay Dyer is also super good. We talked about geopolitics, how art is weaponized. Interesting. Rough Night says, I got my name because I was awake all night with a migraine. I went into work wearing shades, and when a VIP asked, I said I had a rough night. He yelled at me for being hungover on the job. Lame. Well, what a fuck for calling you that, but it's a cool nickname. For saying that you were hungover. Gone Home Max says, Ryan would have enjoyed the Acolyte a lot more if he kept its original title, The Acolytes. The Acolyte skin. God damn, Gun Home Mac. That's wild, bro. Gonna grab it next time I hit up Barnes & Nobles? Yeah. Yes. Hey, what's up, Keenan? Welcome in. Battlestar Galactica is enjoyable, but promotes transhumanism and Gnosticism. It's worldview warfare. I mean, you have to take art with a lens of subjectivity when you look at certain things, and you go, okay, is this worth my time? You know, when you start looking at it and you start looking at the themes and stuff like that, you have to just decide for yourself, is it worth my time or is it not? And if it is, or you find something of value in it, then that's where you take it and that's what you appreciate. So, Turf Ferguson says, it's why tone is super important for any adaptation. It can be good, in which case it'll be praised by normies, but panned by fans. Yes. Yep, themes are important. All the cast in Trek 2009 is amazing. I just hated the story. I felt like I was being mocked as a Trek fan. Not a new feeling as one, but ugh. Fuck JJ. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Great cast in a less than stellar film. It's not their fault. No, it's not. Hey, what's up, Bimo? Says, I like my Star Wars to be a lived-in universe. I don't want to see new and clean. That's fair. By the way, shout out to BMO. I love BMO. Star Wars has a static technology level. It plateaus. Yes, and it's obvious that they try to like retro a little bit. It looks a little bit like the original series of Star Trek more than it looks like Star Wars at times. It's kind of weird. I don't like it a lot. I wish that it had stayed a little bit more static. Blue-Eyed Samurai was great. Yeah, it was very, very, very well done. Thunderduck, he says, you've seen episode 1 yet? Dear God, it's the definition of Matt. Yeah, I did watch it. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Yes. Sir Straith says, what up, Mike? What's going on, Sir Straith? Gunplow Rozzy says, sup, Mike? What's going on? Welcome in. Started rewatching Burn Notice, realized how good it was, and holy crap, how crap new shows are. I really want to watch more Burn Notice. I've seen a few episodes of it, but I have not gotten super into it yet. Lord Botha says, having a massive republic requires science to be focused on efficiency rather than experimentation, so it makes sense tech wouldn't advance over hundreds of years. Yes. Yep, absolutely. It looked different, but it won't evolve over a significant amount of time. Still manning the sales for the Acolyte. I feel you, Yumi, in the movies. Welcome in, buddy. Truth exists. Promoting subjective worldviews is why we're in this place. And these ideas are prompted through art, aka movies and shows. That's all. Yeah. It's just that, yes, whoever's in charge of art right now, or who has the most influence in art right now, is pushing very, very, very specific themes and ideas within art, and that's not good. Shout out says, what's up, BMO? What's up, BMO? Yeah. Static 2020 says, yo, what's going on? All right, I'm caught up with the chat now. I know you guys are gonna keep talking. That's okay because we're kind of caught. So, Arkansas says, fucking go finish Burn Notice, Mike. What are you doing? Wasting your time with this slop when you got good shit you can watch. I'm already watching good shit, though. That's the thing, okay? I'm already watching other good shit. I watch a lot of different shows at the same time. I'm working through Breaking Bad right now. That's what I'm working through. That's kind of got my attention. And then I just started Full Metal Alchemist, and I really want to finish that as well. So, Veritas Eterna says, forcing your worldview on others is what Nietzsche talked about. Will to power, yeah. New stuff just feels like shitty sci-fi. Yeah, it is. It is. A lot of it is shitty sci-fi, and it's worse than fanfic, which is what Madam Savvy pointed out tonight. It's worse than shitty fanfic. There's some interesting things in shitty fanfic, you know? Yeah, so one of the things that people talked about is this fire in space. There's an entire scene where there's a ship on fire in space. And it's pretty wild because it just burned on the side of the ship for like a while, and then doesn't, and like they have to put it out, but like fucking like this chick has like a droid. It looks like a walkie-talkie. Not like a walkie-talkie. It looks like a Talkman or a Walkman. Let me see if I can find it. A Walkman. God damn! It took me a second to get there. It looks like a shitty Walkman from the 90s. Let me see if I can find like a photo of oh my god. Is it Pip? Yeah, I'll show you what this technology looks like. It looks like a shitty Walkman from the 90s. Because once again, they were going for like this weird tech thing, but he's also like a multi-tool and he could do like a bunch of shit. He also looks like I don't know, I'm just gonna show you a fucking picture of this thing. This is the technology that the main chick's using. Pippa's a droid that kind of talks. She corrects its tone and stuff. It's kind of weird. this is like a multi-tool, and it looks like Star-Lord's like guns, but like even the paint finish on this, you can tell it looks fake. Like if you look like up close on this, I mean, this is a really good look at this. Like look at the paint finish on this. This does not look like, you can tell that some of these parts don't do shit, that these buttons probably don't do shit. They're just there to kind of light up and just be there. This does not look like a used piece of technology. It just looks like fucking, I don't know. Your Acolyte was fairly predictable. Yeah, it is very, very, very predictable. I was originally Thrawn trilogy books and saw you live. What's up? What's going on, BJ? Gun Home Max says all the lightsabers should have been giant scissors. Yeah, imagine that, just running around just like doing this, trying to hit each other with scissors. Oh shit, that's funny. Breaking Bad is good shit. All is forgiven, brother. Well, thank you. Thunder Ducky says Epic Mike saw Godzilla -1 is finally on Netflix. It was good though. It was kind of you think Shin Godzilla was? It was kind of Shin Godzilla, just slightly better. I feel you. I think that what's interesting about it is like Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1 are definitely coming from two different directions, similar but different directions in storytelling, and I think that that is really fascinating. I like that. I appreciate that style of storytelling from both. But I did like Godzilla -1 a little bit more. It's one of the few Godzilla movies that I've ever seen where Godzilla is not as interesting as the human element. That's really hard to do. It's really hard to make the human element work best in the story and Godzilla be a facilitator of that story. The original Godzilla did it. There are times, this is wild, in the 2014 Godzilla, Bryan Cranston's character in that, really interesting character. He almost is more interesting than Godzilla. Godzilla really doesn't show up until after Bryan Cranston's character dies, halfway through the movie. And Godzilla's appearance is really great, but then it kind of becomes a Godzilla movie. But it's rare that they can get the human element right in those movies, and they really, really, really do. It's Shin Godzilla as well, but really specifically in Godzilla -1. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was really cool. Oxygen is not needed. Yeah, I'll show you a picture real quick. I'm going to pull this up just so we could, I keep talking about it. This is the fire in space. I'm just going to mute it because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, a pressure valve goes off. It's decompressing. There's fire going everywhere in space. You can see she's kind of supposed to be floating. This is the main character. OSHA. Her name is OSHA. Legitimately OSHA. She's getting ready to put out a OSHA violation. Yep. That's the thing, man. All right. I think we got enough people. The droid's name is Pip. How original? Yeah, bro. It's wild. But yeah, Godzilla -1 is really good. You should definitely go watch it. I thought it was really, really, really entertaining. I thought it was really fun. It's got a really deep emotional part to it. Very beautiful story, and there's some really cool setup and payoff in ways that I really appreciate. So, how does fire happen in space and use oxygen to burn? You know what? It's a really good question. It's a really good question. Danky says, I hated this thing, right? Oh, man. Ashtray, right? Fire doesn't work like that in zero gravity or in a vacuum. Ugh. Yeah, I feel you. As long as if oxygen feeds the fire, it can exist, but it dissipates in space. Yeah. The fire, air, where we're going, we don't need air, right? That shit looks like an AI rendering of Star Wars tech. Yeah. Yep. It's kind of wild. The droids are powered by Windows 95, right? Kind of reminds me of BD-1 from Jedi Survivor. Yeah, but like at least BD, like, I don't know, it's weird. BD like has its uses, but like she kind of like takes it apart. She can like piece it apart, so it's not like a definitive like droid with like utility. It's a multi-tool that kind of has a personality. It's weird. Too new. See, it needs to be worn and used. Come on, bro. I mean, the way she uses it, you would think it would be like a BD Game Boy. Yes, buttons are solid. Look at them. They all are one piece, so they don't even look like they work. Yep. Absolutely right. Saw both episodes with Gary's watch party. It was beyond hilarious. Yes, bro, it's wild. Looks like a Trek convention dealer's room tricorder, right? Constantina says hi. Welcoming Constantina's Super Base gifted 1 membership to me. Hey, what's up, BMO? You guys are getting real close to this chicken grease in my soul. Thank you so much For the membership, Super Base, appreciate you. You ever see the ketchup bottle made to look like Shin Godzilla with the neck blood? I have not seen that, bro. Welcome to the Meeksters. What's up, BMO? I love the character-driven -1 story. Very impressive. Yes, it's very good. And Godzilla's unique in that. They actually did an interesting job of utilizing Godzilla, which I thought was really cool. Is Bryan Cranston and Godzilla the same person in the movie? We never see them together. That's a good point. Killing off Cranston 30 minutes in the film was lame. Yes, he is the most interesting character in the story. What's up, Zeltroid? Welcome in, Johnny. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he's the most interesting character in that whole movie, and then he just fucking dies, and you're like, wait, what? And then it just kind of becomes, I wouldn't say generic, but it becomes frustrating. Yeah. If Disney made Gojira, they would try to girl boss it with progressive woke nonsense. Yeah, they would. One of the best parts about 2014 Godzilla 2, like, is the slow build of Godzilla, because you don't see him until like halfway through the movie. And I will tell you this, I saw it I saw it in the theater. It was a little ways after it had been showing, and the theater I was in, they had like really good sound system and stuff like that. And I remember when you first hear him show up, he steps down, you hear his footsteps first, and it shook the place. I got more stuff in my hair. Look at that. Oh, brother. What's that, brother?
Brother, what's that?
But dude, when he steps down, like the first major step, it like shakes the whole room with how loud it is. Bro, it is a awesome experience. And then he shows up, and then they like pan up, and then like the choir's going, and they're like playing their music, and the music slowly swells and builds as like a choir, and then Godzilla like roars at the camera for the first time, and then just fucking cuts. And then the next time you see Godzilla, he's on television, it's small, and he's like fighting the monsters and stuff like that. That sequence was fucking rad. There's also that movie, Godzilla -1 has a really good one. Shin Godzilla has a great one. All the different the scenes with the atomic breath, they've really been nailing them recently. The atomic breath scene in Godzilla 2014, like the way it sounds is insane, bro. Like it shook the whole fucking theater. Everybody that was in that theater was like, whoa, because it was like so loud and visceral. It was so good. Our stories are seen through characters. If you can't connect with them, you lose the impact of the story. Yes. OSHA violation. LMAO, good one. Thank you. So if it's -1, does that mean it goes down to -2? It does not. So interestingly enough, I didn't know what the point of Godzilla -1 was, but apparently they're saying that Japan is at 0 right now because of losing the war and all that stuff. And -1 represent that they were already down on their luck, and then Godzilla arriving just put them below 0. I thought that was a really interesting idea. Leslie Headland should have been named OSHA because no one wants to violate that. Oh my God. You guys are fucking brutal. Rough Night says there's a lot of new names here tonight. That's great. Quite a few I've not seen here before, methinks. Excited for you, Mike. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Oh, man. BMO with the meek love. Sandra Franca says that Fire in Space belongs to a movie that wishes to be Spaceballs, right? They also did that joke in SpongeBob. They're like, they had a fire at one point, SpongeBob and Patrick, and Patrick goes, hey, if we're underwater, how do we have a... And then their fire goes out. And it was like, it's a pretty funny joke, actually. All right. This is what we're going to do. Zeltroid, appreciate you being here, bro. We're going to do this real quick. Also, Zeltroid, I hope everything is going well with life stuff. I know you have been very busy. Praying for you guys, praying that everything goes well for you guys. Smooth stuff goes, bro, because I know how much work it is. Turk Ferguson says, off topic, but seeing Batman Year One, Bryan Cranston voiced Gordon. God tier casting, should have been Gordon in the Batman. He would have been a really good Gordon. Yeah, he would have been really good. I don't mind the guy that they have in the Batman, Jeffrey Wright. But I would have liked, Bryan Cranston would have been a great Commissioner Gordon. They made a Lizzo versus Gojira movie. Would there still be earthquakes with the speakers exploding from the constant shakes? Oh my God. They probably wouldn't even need sound design. Veritas Eternal says progressive storytelling is a weapon and only has 1 point. Yeah. Those who said the sound design is so sick in the MonsterVerse films. Yes, they are. They've sped up his they sped up his atomic breath sequences because they don't want it to be like the same, but they build it so slow in the 2014 movie. It's so wild. I wish I could play it, but I know I'll get claimed for it. You know what? Let's just go check it out real quick. Okay, we're going to do a couple things here. I'm bouncing all over. This happens every fucking time to me with you guys, and I love the hell out of you for it. What's up, Cellular Dream? Welcome in. We're going to do a quick plug for new people, and then we're going to watch a couple of these atomic breath sequences because I appreciate that. And then we're going to talk about the Acolyte because we need to. Okay? So we're going to do a quick plug for the new people around here. Let them know how we do it. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you being here. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, never been in here before, please consider giving a subscription on YouTube, coming back, watching me, knowing that you're here. If you're new on Kick, give a follow. If you're new on Twitter, X, go ahead and give me a follow over there as well. I appreciate you. If you're not new here, or you are new here, and you're liking the stream, you're enjoying the conversation, you're excited about me ripping on the Acolyte, any of those things, or you're just a good person, you want to do it, hit that like button, smash it. That thumbs up makes me look good to YouTube, makes me feel happy, makes me feel special, makes YouTube think I'm special, but you guys are the special ones, so I appreciate that. And as well, if you're new here or you're not new here, if you're enjoying yourself, you're having a good time, why not consider supporting the channel? Both channels are monetized. You can give me subs over on Kick. You can give me channel memberships over here on YouTube. You can send super chats. If you don't want to do any of those things, there is a link in the description. That link is to my Streamlabs. You can directly donate to me right there. It goes right into my pocket. YouTube doesn't get a cut. Kick doesn't get a cut. Just goes straight to me. I appreciate it. It is never required, but it is always appreciated. Thank you very much. Plug over. All right, y'all. Now this is definitely going to get this is definitely going to get copyright claimed, and that's okay because we're talking about this. I think it's cool. I want to talk about it, and I don't give a fuck. Because I want to play the scene from this because I know you guys appreciate it, and we're just gonna appreciate it together. So this is the 2014 Godzilla. This is his atomic breath sequence. We're just gonna play the atomic breath part. I'll put this bitch in 1080p here. We're gonna pull this up. All right, let me skip a forward to the skip it forward. Let me skip it forward. All right, right here. This shit is so fucking rad. It's like almost 30 seconds long. I know I'll have to probably stop it at some point to talk about it, but we're gonna watch the shit out of this because it's fucking cool. And you know what? We gotta appreciate cool shit while we can. So, let me make sure I'm caught up with the chat. My favorite atomic breath is still Godzilla drilling to the center of the earth just because he's pissed at Kong. Oh, dude. That shit is so great. He's like, I've had it with this fucking ape. I'm going to the center of the earth to fuck him up. That shit is so funny, bro. I very much agree with you. Just drill a hole in the earth because he's pissed. Dizzy Willow, what's going on? Yeti RC, welcome in. I appreciate you guys being here. Tom McGrath said what happened to Dylan Mulvaney eats garlic and asparagus and does not brush his teeth. Oh my god. Oh my god. Baby coming along great, bro. I'm so glad to hear that. Reset the Cripple says Bryan Cranston should have not died in that Godzilla movie. Should have went crazy obsessing over his wife's death, learning about the effects of that reactor and mutating in animals. Yeah, and he should have been key to helping stop the mutos or helping Godzilla or some kind of combination of those. Then ATG would have been reconciled with his dad once he survives the first Godzilla attack. Then the rest of the movie would have been a father-son reconnection story as they try and get information in the military before Godzilla makes his way across the country. I agree, bro. That would have been a really good way to do things. Welcome in, Dizzy Willow. Welcome in, Yeti. I appreciate you guys. Wiley Dave over on Kick says hype, and it's a goddamn conspiracy, which it is. We could not talk about the Acolyte, smoke a blunt, and say we did. I mean, I don't smoke, but we'll smoke a figurative blunt by talking about stuff. Lady Astrid says, hail Epic Mike. Hi, Lady Astrid. Welcome in. Imagine an alternate reality where they made a Dark Knight Returns live-action movie starring Adam West, most of the 66 cast as well. That would have been a wild fucking movie. Oh my gosh, dude, that would have been crazy, dude. All right, let's watch this scene real quick. Here we go. Bro, the sound is insane. Like, turn this bitch up and you're... Like, that shit is so fucking cool. Like, that shit is so rad. And even the little, like, half a fucking second before it goes off, like, that shit is so fucking cool. And I'm telling you, like, it does not do justice because it's on YouTube. The sound in the fucking theater is just, like, shaking the whole fucking room, bro. Like, oh my God. I was so fucking pumped. I was like, holy shit. This is one of the coolest sequences I've ever seen for, like, a Godzilla film. Love that movie. Yeah, it's really good. We're just watching a couple. I wanted to come. We're looking at Godzilla 2014, Shin Godzilla. Oh my God, dude, Shin Godzilla's fucking atomic breath is fucking nuts. Like, Shin Godzilla's shit is so scary. Shin Godzilla is the only time I've ever been scared of Godzilla legitimately. Like, it is one of the scariest looking things. The character design in that movie is top fucking notch. And the way they fucking do his, like, atomic breath is just insane. He's got the phlegm cough. Oh my God, you guys. Oh shit. Scene was a good reason on not messing with Godzilla. 100%, Emily. Yeah. Yeah, hearing that cinema was awesome. Dude, it's so nuts. Old Renaissance Boomer says, hey, Meek, what's up? What's going on, Old Renaissance Boomer? Imagine a Batman movie, but Bruce Wayne is Christopher Walken and the Joker is Tom Feeney. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I saw that, Turn Ferguson. Yes. Godzilla has Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen as husband and wife. Then they play siblings in Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, The Age of Ultron the next year. Yeah, that was weird. That static hum as it builds up. Dude, yeah, it's just... Boom, 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 boom. It was like, oh my God. Yeah, Ziltrid says that was before he started spamming it like a psycho. Yeah, now he's just like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, everybody's catching this atomic breath. Shin Godzilla's atomic breath is fucking terrifying. That shit is so creepy. It doesn't have the background music, but so we'll probably still get claimed. But fuck it, I don't care. Like I said, I want to watch this with you guys. So Shin's atomic breath is so freaking extra. Yeah, bro. The way his jaw unhinges, bro, it's so gross. Dude. The way, like, and then, like, the fact that his eyes glaze over with, like, the shielding, like, almost like, it's protecting his eyes from getting burned out from the fucking, like, oh my God, dude. Purple radiation is the worst kind. Everyone knows that. Yeah. Facts. Bro, it's so nuts. And then when it becomes the beam, dude, that shit is insane. Like, I mean, it's one thing to see, like, the flames is, like, pouring out like a throat, like he's, like, puking flames out or puking radiation out of his body. When it just goes fucking, like, this nuclear reactor, like, level, like, high-pitched whirring, it's insane, bro. It's so gross. And, like, the fact, what I love is that it looks painful and that it goes so far out that there's no end. You don't see the end of it. So it's like, it implies that there's untold destruction happening as far as you can see. Like, to the edge of the curvature of the earth, it's just destruction. Like, there's nothing that can stop it, bro. It's so terrifying, and I fucking love it. Damn, one of these days I gotta set up that second set of speakers to the sides. There you go. Rusev says, I'm doing good. The antibiotics they have me on are messing with my ability to eat since my stomach is always rolling over. Oh, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. Wiley Dave says, love Godzilla except the new movie. I have all the X Plus figures all over my living room. That's what's up, bro. It is so fucking extra, but it's so gross. Yes, atomic vomit, bro. And I love that it looks like it's painful for him. Like, he's like, I am not having a fucking good time. This shit is also kind of extra, like coming out of his back and shit. Yeah, Shin Godzilla's shit is so fucking it's nuts. It's gross. It's very extra, but it's also like very in line with that kind of like unstoppable, out of control monster that he's supposed to be. Dude, it's nuts. And then the last one we'll look at is Godzilla -1's atomic breath. Because I do got to give it to him. His atomic breath. So for people that don't know, people that aren't like big watchers of Godzilla, Godzilla -1, his roar is a really interesting like combination of a couple different Godzillas. He's meant to evoke the feeling of the original Godzilla from, what was it, 1954, was it? I think it was 1954. And his atomic breath kind of has some callbacks. Like, there used to be an atomic breath that you could see him sucking in air and like drawing in air before he did that. This Godzilla has that. We'll play it real quick and we'll look at it. Dude, I love the way his tail like cracks out too. Like his spines, like that's so nuts. They don't even really do a great job of showing it there, but like, because it looks like it's edited a little bit, but like right here when he's pulling in, you can see he's drawing in air. He does it again later in the movie, and like you could see it, like, and that's how some of the Godzilla movies used to be when he did his atomic breath. But I also love that his atomic breath isn't just like just flames coming out or anything. It like causes a nuclear explosion, like a fucking mushroom cloud and fucking fallout and shit. I think they show the mushroom cloud at one point. Yeah, they do. And like this visual, because once again, being a fucking movie person, like, yeah, the imagery, because this isn't even the full image, but there's like a whole mushroom cloud, and the image of Godzilla and the mushroom cloud in the same frame with each other, like, is so like beautifully done and so very fucking artistic and extra. But yeah, Godzilla -1's atomic breath is actually really fucking rad. I actually really appreciated what they did. Like a Gorn soldier, yeah. Godzilla gets his powers from Taco Bell Carolina Reaper truck sized meals, right? It's just shitting, but he's shitting out of his mouth. Imagine just chilling in Europe and you get cut in half because of a random Godzilla beam, right? Just rips across the planet. This made me want a real Evangelion versus Godzilla project. They have toys and stuff all mashed up. Do they really? That would be really rad, actually. I'd watch the shit out of that. Like a damn particle beam, yes. Gotta love, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Wow, you actually got me with one. A nictitiating membrane? Sometimes I wish I had them so I could see underwater when I'm swimming. Oh, yeah. It took me a second. I was like, wait, what? Oh, that's what that is. See, I can be an idiot sometimes. Doesn't beat the extreme burping of 1998 Godzilla. Let me see if I can go pull that up. We'll pull up Godzilla 98 Godzilla. Here we go. Hold on. What's funny about that Godzilla? I think I mentioned this. I don't know if I mentioned this on this stream, but the 98 Godzilla the 98 Godzilla in Japan is not known as Godzilla. He's known as Zilla. They do not call him Godzilla. They do not want him associated with Godzilla. And there is a Godzilla movie, I don't remember which one it is, where Zilla shows up and Godzilla and Zilla fight each other. Godzilla fucking kills Zilla because Japan hates him so much. So it's pretty fucking funny that even is a thing that exists. Bro, that shit's wild. He just fucking shits it out of his mouth. Yeah, I know people like it. I think Rough Night, you said you really liked this movie. I'm just not a fan. Just not a fucking fan. If Halo did a Godzilla, dude, a Halo Godzilla would be nuts. I'm annoyed about no English dubbing is getting sorted out. There's English dubbing on Netflix. The Godzilla -1 has English dub. And it's pretty good. I really liked it. So, oh, You Man Movies just sent me a thing. Okay, Godzilla and Okay, Evangelion. That's pretty sick, actually. Here, pull up a big version of that. We'll show that on stream. So this Evangelion Godzilla mashup, that's actually pretty sick, bro. Look at that. Those are some pretty sick visuals right there. Shit like that's rad. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, there is yeah, 54. I figured Johnny would know. Johnny's actually like a surprisingly big Godzilla fan. When I started talking about Godzilla for the first time, he was all on it, and I was like, "Oh, look at Johnny over here! Like he knows his shit, bro." Mr. Godzilla fan over here. I respect the hell out of it. Screw those satellite surrounds. Front are a pair of Polk audio monitor 10Bs. Those speakers, I can make you feel like you're sitting on Arnold's Harley in Terminator 2. Dude, that's sick. I respect that. Oh, I didn't have the sound on. Whoops. Oh, well. Lizzo eats a Taco Bell. They would have to evacuate the surrounding regions. Oh, my God, dude. That's what you get for going to Europe? That's wild. You're just like, you know what? If you hadn't come to Europe, this would have never happened. Just stay the hell out of Europe. Enemy short story about Lizzo called Stink Bomb. Is there really? Oh, no. Monster vs. Godzilla powered up by nukes. -1 spits nukes equals dynamic duo. Right, bro? I do. That is wild shit. I know, if I remember correctly, the Japanese were not a fan. I don't know if they are now, but I know they weren't a fan of Toho's Godzilla because they said he was fat. They're like, yeah, he's definitely American because look how fat he is. And I was like, that's pretty wild. 98 is a nostalgic abomination. You're like, damn, I have weird fond memories of this, but also not. Nick T. Tating. I still probably pronounced that wrong. I like 98 Godzilla, the one I grew up with. See, I didn't watch it until I was later. Nickotating. Renaissance Boomer says, sorry, Meek. Beardo got you by a long way on the idiot factor. Me, I'm just retarded. Hey, that's fair. I'm not trying to catch up. I'm not trying to catch up at all. I was such a disgrace they canonized Zilla getting wrecked. Yeah, they were like, I cannot do it. Godzilla Final Wars? Okay. Budget was a fraction of pretty much every U.S. movie in years. Yes. Yeah, the budget was actually quite small for Godzilla -1. What was it? I know somebody probably has it off the top of their head, but I'm going to look it up right now because I don't remember. I'm still trying to catch up with you guys because you guys are blowing up. Its budget was $10 to $12 million. $10 to $12 million, and it looked that fucking good, bro. It's just crazy. Imagine a daily episode of the Avengers themed as a novella where it would be Spanglish with a lot of drama about the most asinine things. Yeah, $10 million. I don't consider a Godzilla movie, but I enjoy it. Really, Wiley Dave? Why not? Oh, you're talking about the 98 Godzilla? Gotcha. Movie should have been called Big Lizard in Manhattan. It was fun when it came out, but we got Godzilla 2000 soon after, made up for it. Yeah, Godzilla 2000 I was a fan of that as a kid. I love Godzilla 2000. 98 looks like a pissed off aggressive aquatic iguana. I dig it. He was the first Godzilla to not look goofy. Japanese ones have gotten a lot better because they had to up their game. I mean, that's fair. He's Johnny on the spot. Slaps knee. That's a you get dragged off the stage at the comedy on the comedy, like at the Apollo. They come out with like the giant like hook and grab your leg and pull you off the stage. I really want to see a modern take on Destroya. Yeah, me and Alea are obsessed with Godzilla. That's right. That's what's up, bro. Did I pronounce that right? I pronounced your wife's name right. Alea? I swear that's how you pronounce her name. Have you ever watch unmade movies videos? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I like the French dude in Godzilla 98. There you go. Godzilla toasting Zilla in Final Wars in 10 seconds was hilarious. Yeah, he was like, I'm not having this. No. A horror movie with a character that is a nerd / immortal / invulnerable that goes and annoys the killers with a lot of questions, will follow them everywhere and not let the killer do anything. Yeah, he can't be killed, so he just annoys the killer. But then it's like a horror. Yeah, the horror movie is that the nerd is following the killer around. Nick Tating. There we go. Thank you. And then they spend $250 million on Marvels. Yep. That's less than one Acolyte episode. Yes. It's wild, bro, how much they spend. Yo, Mike, another shitty day because Bungie gave my hopes up. Oh, what's up, NCR Ranger Bravo? Was the final shape not very good? Sandman and his hook, yeah. It's pronounced like Nancy. It just has a unique spelling. Gotcha. Final Wars was awesome. Yeah. I haven't seen Final Wars. There's a lot. I think I've seen just about every Godzilla movie at one point, but it's been a while since I've seen a lot of them. It was ass. Yikes, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people were really excited. I know a lot of people were really hoping that the final shape would be really good. It would be the thing that kind of like redeemed Destiny 2. Later, buying a pair of towers Polk Audio was selling as fronts to a satellite system salesman. So what about rear speakers? I told him those are the rears. His jaw dropped. That's what's up, bro. All right. The word Nancy used to be a pejorative. Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of still is. It's pronounced Alasia. Okay, no worries though. Her mom made it up, so of course no one will know how to say it. There you go. I didn't know if it was Alea or Alasia, but okay, Alasia. Okay, I will remember that. Especially because she's your wife, and so yeah. All right, let's talk about the Acolyte real quick. Okay, if you don't want spoilers, I'll let you know when we're gonna get to the spoiler territory. There's not a lot to spoil. I'm gonna be honest with you. So like, if specifically, let me say it this way: if you don't want spoilers, please say so now in the chat. I'll give you a couple minutes to kind of say it. If you don't want spoilers for the Acolytes, episode 1, just episode 1, not episode 2, just episode 1, tell me in the chat. Say, I don't want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, I will give you a section of time to just cover your ears or mute the stream. And then after that time, you'll be good to go. There will be no spoilers. If you guys don't care, then I'll just tell you kind of when I walk you through it, okay? Let me know, okay? Spoil it. We don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Okay, so we got a couple different of those. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. But yeah, I fucking, yeah. Damn, I did not expect to talk about Godzilla tonight. If you have not checked it out, go check out Godzilla -1. I think it needs to be supported. I think movies like that need to do well because we need to prove to Hollywood, need to prove to these studios that you don't have to spend $100 million on a movie to make it good. You can spend $10 million on a movie and it be worth it. Okay? Like, you can do that. Like, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that we need to put them on notice that smaller budget, mid-budget movies need to be good again. So yeah, I appreciate that. I don't care. You can't spoil it for me. Don't care. Please spoil it. Please go along without. I gotta read this sarcasm. Turd Ferguson says, "Please, how can I get along without going into a dumpster fire fresh as the newborn?" Damn, nobody gives a fuck. Says Lord Botha. I respect that. Holy shit, sucks. I don't care. Hollywood are evil. They need to go away. I flippin' love all things Godzilla. Love the convo. Well, I'm glad, man. They got rid of a lot of things like bounties, and activities. More everyone was getting fucked in the ass by errors over and over again. Dude, that sucks. I saw Adam Crickler was having some trouble with getting into the game a couple times. So the cheesy thing by Disney where it's like the 1970s B-grade kung fu movies. Actors bumble their lips and a British dubber voices over them. Were there whooshing noises? I would have liked the movie better if it was like a shitty B-movie kung fu action movie. Arkansas's got to sleep, work in the morning. Deuces, everyone be safe. Hey, Arkansas, appreciate you. Sleep well, my friend. You can't spoil what's already rotten. Damn, you guys are wild. All right, let's talk about it real quick. Okay, I'm going to do an official review on the channel as well, but we're going to talk about this for a second. Okay, got to charge my phone and actually write lurk mode. Okay, here we go. Real quick, I do want to catch up with this one for Zeltroid. It is nice to see a fellow Godzilla super fan chat about it. Really wish this community would dive into it more because it is one of the few IPs that are great to be a fan of these days. Yes, it has gotten nothing but better. Even, I have to say, like, the tone of, like, Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, versus, like, 2014 Godzilla are wildly different. But I'm kind of okay with them just making Godzilla an action hero. I'm kind of okay with them just going, you know what? This is Godzilla now. You know, we're not taking it crazy seriously. Him and Kong are homies, and maybe some movies they don't have to hang out, and other movies they do. Let me see if I can find this video. This will make Johnny laugh. I guess I'll have to do it on TikTok. I know you guys hate TikTok, but I gotta find this video because it's really fucking funny. Okay, here we go. This video is really fucking funny. Okay, we'll wrap up the Godzilla talk, and I'll show Johnny this because I know he'll appreciate it. I think you guys will appreciate it too. Somebody did this animation for this. This is a breakdown of Godzilla and Kong's relationship in the new Godzilla movie, and I thought this shit was fucking hilarious. So
when I get my hands on that big monkey bitch. When I get my hands on that big monkey bitch. When I get my hands. Oh, this is about to be an easy KO. When I get my hands. Big monkey I'm not bitch. Him. When I get my hands on that big monkey bitch. When I get my hands on that big monkey.
I don't know why that was so fucking funny to me when I first watched that. Like, it was fucking killing me, bro. Like, I just love, like, Godzilla, like, having the voice of, like, a young, like, kid. And just being super fucking angry for no reason. Yeah, and then when he beats the fuck out of Tiamat, like, I'm not him. Like, I don't know why that fucking killed me, bro. I was losing my shit. Oh my god, I'm not him. The Godzilla just being like, I'm so fucking angry with Kong existing. I'm just gonna burn a hole in the ground until I get to Hollow Earth and then jump down that shit to fuck him up. God, it's so fucking funny. 70s kung fu movies are top tier. I agree. Mike's ADHD is out of control. Yeah, you guys got me fucked up. You guys got me all out everywhere, bro. Sometimes you just want to see a giant lizard smash shit. It's true. The Acolyte starring Dim Sum, We Too Low, Wacky Wan, and the Decepticon girl bosses. Revenge for a dead pet hamster named Tim. Oh my god. Godzilla has always had a serious side and a goofy side, so it's perfect for me. Yeah. What kind of Godzilla? The Asian version or the USA version? I personally love the Legendary Pictures version. I like the American version. But Godzilla Minus One is a really fucking great movie. So is Shin Godzilla 2. They're very different, but also very similar, and I respect the hell out of them both. So Legendary needs to make a proper sequel to Pacific Rim. What they did was shameful. Yeah, they fucked up Pacific Rim pretty bad with that sequel. I just told my son there was only one Pacific Rim movie worth watching, and that was the first one. He loved Pacific Rim 1. He loved it. I wish Pacific Rim got a continuation other than the second movie, which wasn't very good. Yeah. Hi, David Kloss says, hi, all. I'm new to stream. Joined from last night or the night before Hypnotic stream. Well, welcome in, David. I appreciate you being here. We're talking about Godzilla, and I'm trying to get to this Acolyte conversation, but I'm really enjoying talking about Godzilla. Rain says, hail, Epic Mike. I just finished a Tuesday night's main event. I had to pause a lot, but great episode. Wanted to stop in and say hi. Well, thank you so much, Rain. I appreciate you stopping in. LMAO's so accurate. It's literally his whole personality. He's just pissed as a constant alpha chip on his shoulder. It's true, bro. Oh shit. I was really expecting the Tiamat fight to be epic. Tiamat is not a name in mythology that says he's a little bitch. Yeah, he got fucked up bad. Tiamat, yeah, if like you're a D&D fan, Tiamat, Queen of the Dragons, fuck you up. Tiamat ain't no joke. Tiamat and D&D would fuck Godzilla up hard. Remember watching marathons of old Godzilla movies on TNN or TNT? Yes. But when they said he's just chilling to collect power, right? Let's see here. This is all of us finding out anything other than Disney, Star Wars to talk about, right? Weinstein. Chaz, you're killing me, bro. Oh, you're killing me. What's up, Argo Sleuth? Welcome in. Stomp the Yard Kaiju Battle starring King Kong, Godzilla, Rodan, Lizzo. Stipulation: no tripping or falling, as that would cause an 8-inch or an 8 on the Richter scale. Be a blockbuster success. That's wild. That's fucking wild. You guys are crazy, dude. All right. We're here. We've arrived. The Acolyte. All right. I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown because there's a lot. Okay. So essentially, the episode opens with a chick, a black chick. Her race doesn't really matter, right? But it matters to Disney. Dressed like an African ninja. She's got the little braids. She got like a little like dashiki looking outfit and stuff like that. Anyways, she's walking into this town. Obvious green screen kind of looks shitty. She walks into a bar and she walks up to this table full of people and she goes, "Yo, you bitch," in the corner, and it's Carrie Ann Moss's Jedi Master Indara, I think her name is, or some shit. She's like, "Yo, bitch, I want to fight you. Fucking fight me. Come at me with everything you got." And she's like, "Yeah, I have no interest in fighting you." And the whole table laughs at this girl, the ninja. So her name is going to be Ninja. Ninja chick, okay? Carrie Ann Moss is going to be Carrie Ann Moss, okay? We're going to assign names to these characters as we go. Ninja still keeps talking shit. And Carrie Ann Moss is like, I'm not fucking interested. Get the fuck out of here. I'm a Jedi. I'm not going to attack you first. Like, get the fuck out. Be gone, thought. I have no interest in you. Well, that doesn't go so well, because now she wants to fuck her up, so she starts fighting all the men at the table, who are not Jedi, by the way. They're just regular fucking folk. But she, of course, Ninja Girl beats the shit out of all of them, fucks them all up, kicking them all hard, flipping tables, and all kinds of shit, like crazy shit. You're like, what the fuck? Okay. Apparently she's got powers, or she's really strong, or some shit like that. I don't know what that's supposed to communicate. Whatever. Anyways, that happens. And then she starts trying to fucking attack some civilians. So Carrie Ann Moss steps in. It's like, that's enough. And then they proceed to kung fu fight. And they literally, legitimately fucking kung fu fight each other. There's a lot of Carrie Ann Moss's moves. It's just a lot of that. And then the ninja chick is flipping and kicking and spinning and dancing and jumping off of walls and all this shit to try to fuck up Carrie Ann Moss. Carrie Ann Moss, like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Don't mean shit to me. And then at one point she pulls out, the ninja chick pulls out a knife. She's like, "Fuck you!" Carrie Ann Moss stops it with the Force. And then they're fighting each other. And then the chick uses the Force on Carrie Ann Moss. And then she's like, Carrie Ann Moss is like, "Yo, who trained you?" And she doesn't answer, blah, blah, blah. They're fighting. And then Carrie Ann Moss kind of gets the upper hand. And then she's like, "Listen, I don't want to have to do this. Don't let me fuck you up." Girl throws some knives. Carrie Ann Moss pulls out a lightsaber, blocks the knives. They fight a little bit more. And then it's like Chris Chan cringe fu arts. Yes. I will say it's not terribly choreographed. It's just not very inspired. It doesn't make any sense. You go, what end is this happening? That's kind of where it feels. That's what it feels like. This is where it gets a little ridiculous. So the chick pulls out a knife, throwing knife. She looks down, and everybody in this bar has fucking left at this point, except for the owner of the bar, who's been standing there behind the counter this whole time looking dumbfounded. He's an alien, and he's just like looking around like, what the fuck do I do? So you know what happens? Chick throws a throwing knife at the bartender. Carrie Ann Moss's character stops it with the Force, reaches out with her hand, stops it with the Force, stops the knife from hitting the guy in the face, which then leaves her vulnerable because she does this with her head. If the ninja's right here with the throwing knives, the bartender's over here, she goes, reaches out with the Force. You know what the ninja chick does? Throws a throwing knife into her fucking chest. Carrie Ann Moss's character dies in the first 2 minutes of the Acolyte. Fucking dead. Just hits. Just dead. Are you alright there? If you're gonna fucking do the chat, I'm gonna have to get rid of you, bro. She just dies. Just fucking dead. Okay? And you're like, oh, okay, shit. That's kind of wild. Listen, by the way, like, just, like, don't spam the chat. That's all. There's no reason to fucking there's no reason to spam the chat. If you want to hang out, you want to come in here, you want to talk, you want to chill, that's fine. But just don't fucking spam the chat, please. Okay? I feel like that's not a lot that I'm asking. But if you're just gonna be like screaming and stuff like that, like, just don't do that, okay? Yeah, what are you fucking talking about, dude? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You gotta go, bro. You just gotta go. All right, sorry about that. I had to time somebody out over on Kick. Yeah, she should have thrown the Sonichu medallion. You guys are fucking wild, bro. No, not you. There was a guy on Kick who was spamming the fucking chat. So, he's got timed out. So yeah. Anyways, Carrie Ann Moss fucking dies, and then the ninja chick. This is why this is stupid, because they do all this shit all the time. Ninja chick walks up to the bartender. She pulls out her knife and she's looking at the bartender. He's like, "Oh, don't kill me," or whatever. And then she looks down and he's got like a little alien kid, hanging onto his leg, like, ah. And I was like, why the fuck didn't you leave this bar with your kid? If your kid's in here and somebody's throwing knives at a fucking Jedi, you probably should get the fuck out. And didn't. Just fucking didn't. So, she dies, and then we get the Acolyte screen, and then the same chick now. I forgot. At one point, the chick gets unmasked by Carrie Ann Moss, and she's like, "Oh, it's you." And she's like, "Who trained you?" Blah 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 blah. And the chick's, I don't know. She says some stupid shit. I don't remember anymore. Anyways, the same chick sits up in bed and she gasps. She's like, "Oh my god!" And she's looking around. She looks all shocked and surprised. Blah blah. She's on a ship. That's where we meet Pip for the first time. She lives on this ship. She works on this ship. And she apparently helps like repair the ship or some shit. While that's happening, she goes outside, repairs the ship. That's where you see the fire in space. And then this Jedi ship shows up. And who should appear? Mr. Anakin blew up the Death Star actor himself, named Yord. I think his name is Yord. Anyway, he shows up and he's got this other alien Padawan with him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm a Jedi now. I've been a Jedi for 2 years." And he goes, "Hey, ninja chick," and she goes, "Hey, it's been a long time." And he goes, "Hey," and they start asking her questions. She's like, "You already know all the answers to these questions. I was a Jedi. I was being trained for being a Jedi, but they trained me and I was too young, and I also had way too many attachments to my family, because they died in a fire, and it was really sad, and they probably should have never recruited me as a Jedi because I was too old, not too young, too old, and because of my attachment to my family dying and all the trauma, but they trained me anyways, and then it didn't work out, and I quit. So I walked away. That's what happened. That's where I'm at right now. She's like, I walked away. And they're like, yeah, well, somebody killed Carrie Ann Moss, and that somebody was described to look exactly like you. Just a second. Let me go see who that was. Unbreakable Mark, thank you for the follow over on Kick. I appreciate you, bro. So you're like, okay, what the fuck? This is happening. They're like, yeah. She's like, it wasn't me. I promise it wasn't me. It was a one-armed man. They're like, bitch, it definitely was you, because nobody else knows anything. And then the bartender walks in and goes, that's the bitch that did this to me. That's the bitch that tried to stab me and she killed the Jedi and she fucked in my bar. That's her. So they arrest her. Now, normally you would assume that they're going to arrest her and they're going to put her in a prison ship with Jedi on the ship, because she's obviously been trained by Jedi, so she may have force powers that she can activate, or they're going to do something to dampen her force powers or something. You would think any of those happen, right? Right? You would think any of those things would happen. No! You fool! You fool of men! They put her on a prison ship that is completely and solely and utterly controlled by droids. They're sitting in cages with open bars that you can easily reach out of. And these droids are just piloting the ship, going to this prison place, with no humans on board, no aliens on board, just droids. And apparently no droids watching the prisoners, just droids piloting the ship, and then a droid with a broom sweeping. There's nothing else on the ship. And these prisoners in a cell adjacent to our Miss Ninja chick that just got arrested, they're saying, hey, you want to break out with us? And she's like, no. And he's like, fine, it didn't deal with the Jedi. And she's like, I trust the Jedi. And they're like, okay, bitch, whatever. And then this guy with who's looks like a cyborg and is obviously a cyborg and probably has technological connections, looks over at the droids that are piloting the ship. The droids turn off and the ship starts free falling out of space, which doesn't make any fucking sense because that's not how space works. It starts running into a bunch of meteors and shit and starts going towards a planet. Anyways, prisoners jump in escape pods and fucking leave. Okay. But they leave her because they're like, you wanted to stick with the Jedi, so go fuck yourself. She manages to escape. She tries to use the Force doesn't work, but because she's trying to reach Pip and is out of range. But fortunately, the ship shakes and it knocks Pip over to her. She escapes the cell, and then the ship crash lands on this snow planet, and she's in the crash. Only person on the ship in the crash. Okay, everybody else escapes. Now we go to the Jedi temple in Coruscant, and there's an Asian man who's training these Jedis, and he's telling them, what do you see when you close your eyes? And then this chick walks in, this green chick walks in. She obviously is supposed to be running things because she looks like every other character in movies like that are strong female characters that are supposed to run shit look like. First of all, she's bald, even though, and I get she's an alien, so maybe whatever, but she also looks like this all the time. And when she walks in, she does a little hand thing on the door. She's like, so that's how you know she's in charge, because she walks like this. So that happens, and then she lectures. The Asian guy's like, cool, all right, kids, get the fuck out of here, get out of my face. And then this chick, chick is obviously running things. She's like, yo, you're too attached to your fucking students or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And then later, this other chick lectures him for being too attached to her students. Real quick, Johnny for $99 US. There's Zeltroid. I like calling you Johnny though. Says gotta head to bed, but anytime and place you want to talk Godzilla, let me know. Enjoy Acolyte thrashing. Thank you so much, Zeltroid. We'll have to just do a Godzilla appreciation stream, bro. I appreciate you. Get this. Oh, my shit didn't play. God damn it.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's party! Let's go!
Thank you, Johnny. That was really loud. I realized that was way louder than it was supposed to be. Anyways, so this is crazy. Long story is short. Asian man trained ninja chick. But then he also explains that ninja chick used to be a twin. That there were two of them, but the twin died. He watched the twin die because the twin set a fire that killed their parents and burned this whole town that they lived in, and that girl was the sole survivor, and he took her in. So they're like, so okay, and he's getting a team together. So he brings Daphne Keene, who's like a young Jedi who also lectures him on being attached to people, and then he brings Black Yord, Anakin Skywalker blew up the Death Star trooper, who at one point when they find him, he's standing there with his shirt off, and the chick's like, put some clothes on, and you're like, okay, I don't know why his shirt was off in the first place, whatever. So they all go together. They go to this snow planet to find fucking Ninja Chick. Now we go to Ninja Chick, and she's on the ship. The ship had crash land. She sits up and she's looking around kind of shocked. And then she sees this mysterious figure standing there in this doorway. So she chases the mysterious figure, starts talking to the mysterious figure, or chasing the mysterious figure down. This mysterious figure turns out to be her twin sister, but a young version of her twin sister. And she's like, you killed us all, and you killed that Jedi woman. And she's like, no, I didn't. Somebody killed her, but I didn't fucking do it. I don't have the capability. And also, I wouldn't have any interest in killing her. She's like, well, somebody did, and I think it was you, or whatever, some kind of shit like that. Guess what happens? We get a third sequence where Jedi Ninja Chick, ex-Jedi Ninja Chick, sits up gasping for air from a dream. This happens 3 times in the same fucking episode. 20 minutes. Sits up, and she looks around. It's the same fucking ship. And then she realizes that she's not the ninja. You realize she's not the ninja chick. It's definitely her fucking twin. So now Ninja Chick is actually the evil twin. Okay, keep up with me, guys. Ex-Jedi is the main character. That's what we're calling the main character, not Ninja Chick anymore. Ex-Jedi is the main character. Okay, so ex-Jedi is on this snow planet. She wakes up, realizes her sister must be alive because she had a dream about her. Asian Jedi and his troops show up to capture her. She runs away, just goes running willy-nilly in the caverns and crevices within this snow planet, doesn't know where the fuck she's going, and the Jedi have no problem chasing her down or following her. She runs away, she runs into this cave and comes to the edge of this cave, like opening, and it's giant sheer cliff drop off, and she's about to fall off. She stops, she turns around. Asian man's like, yo, come with us. And then Black Jedi guy's like, bitch, I'm gonna arrest you under the authority of the Republic invested in me because I'm a Jedi and shit. And she's like, I didn't do it. It was not me. It was the one-armed man. She starts stepping backwards, and Asian Jedi is like, stop walking backwards. You're gonna fall, bitch. And she goes, what? I'm not listening. Ah! And goes to fall. And then Asian man uses the Force and catches her. Then he brings her back. He's like, I'm so glad I caught you, blah, blah, blah. But you got to come with us. And she's like, listen, my sister's alive. And he's like, yeah, okay, great, cool, awesome. Nope, she died. And she's like, no, my sister's alive. I know she is. And he's like, cool, you're under arrest. So he brings her with him. They leave. Now we cut to Ninja Chick, who is definitely the twin sister now. We now know for sure it's the twin sister. She's walking on a beach somewhere, and we get a voiceover, so some creepy bad guy voice. Generic creepy bad guy voice. And he's giving a speech about how the Acolyte doesn't kill with weapons because weapons like swords and knives are useless against Jedi, and weapons are useless against Jedi. A true Acolyte kills the dream or some shit, and then he ignites a red lightsaber, and that's the end of the fucking first episode. The show sucks, okay? It's a bad show. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. The people writing this show don't like it. It's a bad show. It's not Star Wars. It's something else, and I don't know what it is. It's wild, bro. It's wild shit. I can't fucking believe what was happening. Absolutely shocked. Shooketh. It's not worth watching. And I haven't even got to the second episode. I watched the second episode tomorrow. And I'm gonna keep talking about them, but I'm not very happy. I'm kind of upset. Ziltra said to segue, I want Godzilla to atomic breath the entire Acolyte show. That's wild, bro. That's really fucking good though. Veritas Eterna says, My Ninja. I respect that. Local stations have Kung Fu Theater every Friday night. Isn't Black Ninja repetitive? I don't know. Bro, you guys are so wild. I can't keep up with the fucking chat. This is crazy. You guys are nuts. We'll go back a little bit. Ninja Girl snap her fingers and move her head constantly saying, No, she doesn't do that, but she should. Looks like she's supposed to be a failing, which is a goddamn tragedy. That's probably what's happening. I forget that. Tell us what we really want to know. Do we get to see Geode? Are they handsome? I bet they're handsome. There's no Geode in this episode. Sorry. Is the twin a hamster named Tim? I wish. It would probably be more interesting. What did I tell you? Exactly what happened? Because I told you. Didn't I tell you? And what happened? Exactly what I told you. Right. Did Asian Man help have lip bumbling with a British dubber doing a voiceover? No. Would have been great. I would have watched the shit out of it. It was like shitty kung fu action Jedi shit. They would have at least had some definitive identity, but gasping sounds more like moaning. Damn. Meek says figure with the hard R. Oh my god, you guys are wild. When do OSHA violations happen? Like right in the very beginning of the show. She was force projecting. That's what I thought, but nope, it's a twin. They make it very clear it's a twin. What I got so far is Asian Man, Ninja Chick, Girl Boss, Clone Sister, moaning when waking up the Ninja Chick. Asian Man also moans Dead Jedi and Girl Bossing. The only person that moans consistently in the episode is Ninja Chick, who is not Ninja Chick, is actually ex-Jedi, aka Girl Boss. Girl Boss, ex-Jedi ex-Jedi is the main character. Ninja Chick is the main character's evil twin sister, who has the Force, apparently. I don't know how that works. Game of Thrones, we have a ton of characters, all named similar names. It's hard to track. No way. Somehow we can make characters more confusing. Acolyte, hold my beer, right? One-armed Jedi's crap because they got every Jedi with fake limbs, right? How can it be bad if Disney wrote, oh, never mind. Yeah, it's ass. It's ass. It's bad. Oh, shit, they did the thing where they say the name, more like Acolyte, right? Come hither and give heed. Whoa. I don't play that way, buddy, right? Kills with a dream, not what MLK intended, I think. Oh, no, you guys. What I don't get is how Disney can afford to keep losing money like this. Oh, you guys want to hear my theory? Would you guys like to hear my conspiracy theory? I don't have any. I don't have a good conspiracy music. Let me see how I got here. Yeah, I don't have any conspiracy music. All right, I'll have to look up conspiracy music. My theory is this. Okay. Much like how sponsorships work on like a television show, like the more people that watch your show, the more happy the sponsors are because then more people are seeing this. My theory is that what's happening is the people that are bankrolling a lot of this stuff, the people that Disney is either borrowing money from or have taken money from or have been given money, are being told that the more people you can get to watch these things, the more people that you get watching things with our message within them, our messaging within with our ideology, with our agenda, the more of that you can push, the more television, the more movies that you do and you put that on, and the more that you can monitor it. That's why they're pushing away from movies. Disney, movies is great, but movies can make a lot of money, but if you push them to Disney Plus, you can track individually who's all watching your stuff and how many people are watching those things and how long they're watching for, so that you have definitive idea of how many people are watching. And I think there's a stipend where if you watch this much stuff, or you get this many people watching these shows, you get this many people that are hearing the proselytization of your ideologies or your religious beliefs, so to speak, because that's what they are like borderline religious beliefs. The more people you can get to watch that, the more money we will give you. That's why it keeps happening, and that's why it's the same amount of money all the time. $200-300 million for these movies. You go, where are you getting all this money from? It's got to be somebody else that's bankrolling these things and saying, hey, the more people that are watching this, the more eyes that you get on this, the more people that you can get watching this and consuming our concepts and our lies and our ideology, the more money we will give you, kind of like a sponsorship. Thank you, all these people, for watching. Look at our numbers. Look how many people we had watching. You know who did that too? You know what under industry did that? Newspaper industry. The newspaper industry did that. They were falsifying and inflating their numbers with clicks, and they were with individual clicks. That's why you'd see like a website that says, "You'll never believe what this celebrity said," and 10 other or 20 other celebrity say-sos or whatever. Every time you go to one of those and there's like a list of 20 celebrities doing some weird shit, you click on it, every click counts as a separate click, counts as a separate person. And they were inflating their numbers with these websites and with these clickbait things so that they could say, hey, these people, this is how many people are reading our stuff and how many people are reading our newspaper and reading our digital newspapers. And they were sending those into investors and they were sending those into money people. And they're going, look at what our numbers are. They're really, really good. And they go, wow, those numbers are really good. Here's X amount of money because you're obviously doing really well, so you can keep going. And eventually that got exposed, and now they realize it doesn't work anymore. The same shit has to be happening in some capacity when it comes to these studios. It's the only way that makes sense for why they don't mind losing money hand over fist, because not another single fucking company in the world exists in a way that just loses money hand over fist knowing that they're losing money, but they started it with it being profitable. It's one thing if you start a nonprofit, and it's another thing if you start a company that never made money. It's a completely other wild thing to have an entire studio that makes a ton of money, is at the top of their game, owns all of these IPs, is buying new IPs and making them all franchisable and even more profitable than they were, just to turn around and tank it all in like less than 2 years. That Marvel is struggling to make money, that Star Wars is struggling to make money, Pixar's struggling to make money, and Disney doesn't have any original IPs to make any money with. There's definitely a thing here where they're saying, hey, it's not about the money, it's about the ideology. It's about what we can make happen. It's about how many people can we recruit to our side, how many people can we get the word out to, how many people are hearing about our ideology. Because the more people we do, the more money you can make. That is the only thing that I can figure is happening right now. Because other studios aren't doing that. Smaller studios are trying to make money. Thanks for speaking the truth about Batman today on Tuesday Night's Main Event. Oh, I appreciate that, Jose Taco. Nostalgia farming by bringing in old actors and characters was dumb, so they make their own stuff and have it suck in a vacuum. Well, that's the other thing, too. This is one of the first times that they can say this is their original story and stuff. And it feels different than regular Star Wars. And that's why it has a bigger budget, because they go, you know what? This other shit we had to do, we had to follow other people's works, we had to follow other people's ideas. We don't like doing that. We never wanted to do that in the first place. So now we get to tell our own stuff. Now we get to tell our own stuff. So, all right. That's it. Veritas, you got to slow down on the chat, bro. You're kind of spamming a little bit. Will last forever. Private equity is in trouble. Rest in peace, 401ks. Yeah, it's wild, bro. I don't wonder how much DI, ESG money stipends they're receiving. They're probably getting a lot. It's okay. You just got to slow down a little bit. That's all, buddy. I'm not telling you to stop. Speak to the people, Mike. They need to hear this. I don't know, man. But even the Soviets went broke. Eventually, they had gulags. But that's what they're hoping, is if they can get this system to flip in time, where money isn't the currency anymore, and they go, cool, it's not even about the money anymore. We don't even need the money, because we know that we're being funded by all this other stuff, and the money's coming from some other source. You know, the money's coming from some other place that now we don't have to worry about it, you know? So, Scott Annunziata, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I did say this was going to be a shorter stream, okay? It's about an hour and 40 minutes. I need to go to bed because I have a ton of meetings I have to go to tomorrow. By a ton, I mean 3, but that's a lot. And it starts like first thing in the morning. I got to go to bed so I can get to these meetings and so I can get my kid to school first thing in the morning. Guys, we'll be planning on going live tomorrow. I'm definitely going to watch another episode of the Acolyte tomorrow. I'll talk more about it. But then after that, I think we're going to try to finish out Metal Gear Solid. I think that is the next step, is getting Metal Gear Solid finished up. Metal Gear Solid 1. Shout out to Celluloid Dream. He gifted me Metal Gear Solid 2. So the plan will be to play 1. We're going to look at our timeline and see what we have as far as, like, do we jump right into 2? Or do we jump into Elden Ring and prep for the Erdtree DLC? We're going to talk about it and kind of figure that out. But yeah, guys, all right, that is going to be it. I'm going to call it for now because I do need to get some sleep. There is a lot of meetings for introverts like us. Yeah, that's true. And then I have to do a stream as well. So, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. But we'll talk more, really soon. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the channel memberships. Thank you for the eyes watching things. Thank you for the thumbs up and the likes on stream. If after this stream is over, once it ends, you're still around, man, just drop a comment. That also really helps the engagement. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I will talk to you all soon, and I'll leave you with a little fun something. All right. See ya.
Chicken grease in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC, baby. It's my favorite.